Ci fai vedere quanto danno mi fate quando mi sparate?
Questa faccia un shooter.
That's how we do it. Why are you on the floor, bro? No, shut up, mate.
Fucking knob.
GG, bro. You see what I mean? When they don't have a fire starter in the background just constantly blowing me up. Look what happens. Yo, Baker, just stand by and watch here. Don't get involved. I told you don't shoot, man. Like, come on. Nice aim, bro. GG, guys. GG, man. No fire starter, no kill.
Fucking knob.
Alright, everyone, what's going on? Hope you guys enjoyed the intro there. It was a bit longer than usual, but you know, I can't just edit down relevant parts to the gunfight, especially when it was such a long gunfight. There was actually another half to that later on, which will be on the end of the video. But you know, let me tell you something. When you see a build video and you've got some PvP gameplay, and it's just, you know, one kill here, one kill there, one kill, all cut and spliced together, you just don't know whether that build is really doing any well. And the player as well, you just don't know. But when you've got long, unedited bits of survival, 1v3, 1v4, you just know the build is allowing a decent player to do some real work. And that's what the intro there was all about. And more of it, like I said already, to come at the end of the video. But yeah, let's get into the build video. So, this is a 100% immune hazard protection build. Where you got to use 2 Cheska, 3 511 and 1 Jarl. It's the only way to actually do that. Yes, you could actually drop the 511 and go for 2 Jarl, 1 Cheska, of course, hazard on each piece, 10 from the watch. And then you could use a blue mod or 2 to actually choose, oh, you know, you want to be immune from fire, oh, you want to be immune from bleed. You could use 2 mods to be completely immune from them too, but then if someone comes along with a foam, you're going to get foamed. This is completely immune. And I recommend that you actually have perhaps a couple of versions of these. This is another branch of the group theory crafted PvP build that me and my friends all came up with. This is just another branch. The first branch I showed you was the income and repair, and this one is the full hazard protection. So yes, we go with versatile SMG shotgun once again, EMP and shield once again. It's very similar. The playstyle is practically the same. This is just to help deal with those really obnoxious cancer players that just cannot do anything but spam status effects. You know, trauma, exotic holster, seeker, hive, whatever else you could think of, foam launcher, spamming fire grenades or foam grenades, or god, just all of that obnoxious shit. Just, it goes out the window. You don't have to deal with it. Now, of course, a fire starter explosion is still going to deal damage to you. Not much you can do about that. That's just the way it is. So let's break down the pieces. That's 1 Jarl, 10% hazard protection. 2 Cheska, you get the crit chance to help you cap out that crit chance. Really quite vital, even on an SMG build. If you don't do that, you're going to have to roll crit chance somewhere in your gear, and I don't have crit chance anywhere on my gear. I lied. Never mind. Shh, don't say anything. And of course, the 3-5-11 is quite an investment for 3 pieces of 5-11, but you also get the benefit of incoming repair. The only bad thing about 5-11 really is the health being a 1 piece, and really, if you can help, you know, if you can help it, don't spec for it. But of course, when it comes for 100% hazard protection, let's show you real quick. 99.4. Absolutely not a single status effect will ever get me, ever. Full stop. 52 incoming repair. And for the crit values, we're looking at 60 with the Vector and 112 with the Vector. With the shotgun, of course, that does drop down to 45. Nothing natively on here, so that sucks, but you still get the same crit damage. And you get the armor damage, don't forget. Back to our inventory. Ideally, if you can, get 3 blue mods, which would mean having a Cheska here and then a Jarl somewhere down here, yeah? Because Jarl always rolls with a red mod. And if you can get 70% incoming repair with this build, that's going to drop your crit damage down to 100 with watch and everything else. Sorry, where am I going? Here, it'll go down to 100. So yeah, you're not going to be hitting incredibly hard. There is no Sokolov in this version of the build. So again, you are also sacrificing a bit of damage that way, but you are completely immune. All damage sources that other people rely on do not affect you. And remember, you still got your shield to get you good damage. You got your 4 blues to allow that shield to survive long enough for you to actually dish out the damage, instead of you firing like 20 rounds and having your shield break. Then you get the little stuttery moment where you put the shield away, at which point the other guy's still shooting you and you've taken a lot of damage. 4 blues ensures that this shield stays in a good place. And of course, the 2 res, like I told you in my last build video, 2 res, a Vector and Versatile is very strong. Of course, remember, there's no Sokolov, so you are losing a bit of damage there. But again, you've got to use whatever pieces you have best. So an absolute requirement to this build is hazard protection everywhere. So we've got 10, 10, 10, 10, 10, and 9.4. Unfortunately, I couldn't get 10 here, otherwise I would be sitting on 100%. That would have been really nice, but you know, I can't really complain. I mean, just look at these pieces. Look at that Jarl piece. Armor, crit damage, hazard, crit damage. The chest piece, armor, slightly lower, hazard, crit damage, incoming repair. For the Cheska here, for the holster, pretty high weapon damage, high crit chance, hazard protection. I think I would still rather have the crit damage, although I'd have to double check. Again, for the second 511, maxed out armor, maxed out crit damage, almost max hazard protection with the incoming repair. Then we have a maxed out Cheska, fully maxed out, 15, 12 and 10. You can see it right there. And for the final 511, again, slightly lower on the armor, very good crit damage and max hazard protection. Again, this is one of those builds that you're probably not going to be able to make right here, but you're going to have to go out and grind it. Get your watch level up. This build is fully dependent on this watch. First of all, you need to get that crit chance from the watch, 10%. You get crit damage from the watch. I mean, I'm still only getting maybe like 15%. But if you don't have it, it's easily going to put you right below 100% crit damage. Your headshot will be 50. You know, the watch is so important. The incoming repair is irrelevant to that, but the hazard would be only 89.4. So if you're speccing your watch still, you're still going for armor. If you're in the first 250 levels, stop. Go straight for hazard protection. It's far more important to get the hazard than it is to get the additional armor. You can gain armor in many different ways. Don't get it from your watch. Hazard protection, alright? Have I got that into your head yet? Good. I hope so. So, for the mods on the Vector, standard thing, crit chance, crit chance, crit chance, and a big mag. Of course, you need the small Vector, the tactical Vector. It has higher base damage than the other ones, at the cost of a smaller magazine. Which is common sense. Why would you spend more time firing that, you know, a weapon that deals less damage? Yeah, burst damage is king. preservation, 50% incoming repair. Yeah, I'm healing a lot still, just like the incoming repair, but I'm still healing a sufficient amount from my vector. If you feel your damage output is simply not high enough, you can always trade out preservation for something like fast hands, for that sustained damage, short reloads, quick back on the uptime. And I'm running the same secondary shotgun, custom M870. Basically use whatever shotgun you have high rolled. It's hard to get good shotguns, I've found. Well, it's hard to get any weapon. You've got to get quite lucky. Even this one's 5% from max. And the mods on that, of course, standard again. So it's crit chance, and I did go with the reload speed, which I did suggest to myself in the last build video. So now that I've gone through all the pieces, like I told you, there's no other way to make this build than to go 1, 2 Cheska, and 3 511. Jarl, Cheska, 511. There's no other way to do it. If you don't have these pieces, there are a couple of alternate ways you can build for max hazard, but only for a couple of status effects which may work. So for example, if you want more damage, you can always just chuck on a Sokolov, but then you're losing the second Cheska piece, so you're losing hazard protection. But then what you do is, for one of these income repair mods, you change it to like a burn, because burn is the most common and obnoxious status effect. So something like this is still going to hit really hard. Of course, if you're not going to run the 100%, I recommend that you actually sacrifice the 511 and not the Cheska. So what you would want to do in this sort of situation is trade out for a versatile RNK, something like this. And for the chest piece, you could run just whatever, let's say that's unbreakable, it should be unbreakable. Or you could run, like if you run an RNK, you could take this RNK off. You can bounce things around. Basically, you trade out 3 511 for 1 Sokolov, that you must, 1 RNK to make up for the incoming repair from the 511, and also 1 piece which can either be a Grupo or another Sokolov. So if I was to put a Grupo there, second Sokolov, RNK, Cheska. I mean, look, like I said, there's a bunch of different ways that you can move these things around to make them work. Of course, this Cheska isn't unbreakable, but it should be. But if you had something like this, brand set wise, this will work very well as well. Of course, make sure that has hazard protection. Every piece should have hazard protection. That should be unbreakable, and that should be versatile. And then you use one of your mods. That way you still have, I think, 33 incoming repair, 100% hazard protection for fire, and then 87 or 88% if you got good rolls. Somewhere between 80 and 90% hazard protection for most other status effects. Of course, bleed's still going to touch you a little bit. Blind, the foam will still stick you to the ground, so beware with that. So this is what you could make on the way to making the full hazard protection. But yeah, so let's go back to the actual build, so I don't have to put pieces back on individually. So I've pretty much gone through everything once again. Slightly quicker build video. Of course, Jammer Pulse synergizes with the preservation and the 50% incoming repair to give me a substantial heal. Not as much as my incoming repair, but still pretty high. Yeah, this is a great build to have in your arsenal. It's definitely not a main build. I don't think it's that. This is the build that you bring out when there's too many status effects. So that is going to be it for the build video. Thank you guys for watching. I didn't go over the pistol weaver. Not really, I mean, just stick a pistol with finisher or Mozambique if you want a harder hitting pistol. Finishers I find to be better. You can just shoot a red NPC in the dark zone and give yourself some more crit damage and boost your above levels. Maybe one clip a little bit easier. Of course, standard grenade. But yeah, man, I've been through the video for the build. This is it, man. Hope you guys enjoy it, and straightforward to some more nutty gameplay in a bit. That was a good kill. I think he brought out an immune shield on me. What's he got for me? Nimble knee pads with a max roll on it. Hold on a minute. Let's see what man's got. Oh yeah, never mind that. This is sick. Wait, what? Where's my unbreakable? Oh fuck, I'm getting pinned here. Ah! No! Too many players, man. Look at this guy. I mean, look at this build. I mean, perfectly unbreakable with no shotgun. The guy has got no brain. And he uses gunner as well, like... doesn't know how to make a build.
GG everybody. GG man.
And remember to subscribe.